Hey, this is John Cena. Hit the like button if you believe it. I wouldn't be dumb enough to attempt to beat up Nikki Bella's husband when I'm already a married man with my own marriage to focus on.
Daniel Bryan, he's too busy bleeding every week on Dynamite to care what Nikki Bella is going through. And that's facts. Listen, here's my message to all you dorks and geeks on Twitter, Jason X. Leave John alone. He is trying to film Peacemaker. He is not trying to ruin his life over a female that he dumped years ago. He has moved on to another woman. He's a married man. Leave John alone so he can film Peacemaker Season 2. So I was on Twitter, Jason X, and I've been trying to read up on the Nikki Bella story with her husband. I heard that she has a domestic violence issue with her husband. All right, cool. That is not our business. So I'm seeing these cringe tweets. I'm like, wow, man, it's so embarrassing to tell people that you watch fake pro wrestling. If you see these comments, it's like, bro, stay out of her business. You don't know what the fuck happened with her and her husband. You don't know where the film. Was it on camera? You don't know. There's two sides to every motherfucking story. But the two comments I've read where I'm like, my God, I almost blew a gasket. I'm like, what the fuck is this? These gotta be kids. Grown men don't talk like this. Grown men with bills, we don't talk like this. So I saw so many comments saying that just wait until Daniel Bryan gets his hands on her husband. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nigga, are you in high school? Are you 12, 10, 8? Nobody talks like this. My God, listen. Somebody said, just wait until John Cena fucks him up? Are you crazy? John is married. He's moved on. And second, John Cena, he might be the nicest guy in the world. He might be the most non-confrontational person walking God's green earth. Daniel Bryan is non-violent. So you are saying two of the most non-nicest confrontational people walking this earth is going to defend Nikki Bella's honor. Why? So by your logic, right? Okay, I am a martial artist. Okay, let's say I was married. Let's say my sister-in-law had a domestic violence issue with her husband. So by your logic, that's like telling me, oh man, I can't wait for Walk Live to beat his ass. Why? Just because I'm a badass martial artist, that don't mean I gotta beat the shit out of everybody. That's not how that works. Just because John and Daniel Bryan are pro wrestlers, that don't mean they have the license to beat up anybody. That's not how that works, you stupid fucking dork nerd. So just because she is my sister-in-law, I gotta go over there and fight for her honor? Who does that? In any marriage? In any family? Who does that? Just because I'm a fake pro wrestler, you expect me to go over there and cause violence? Bruh, Daniel Bryan is a family man. Listen, he has zero to do with Nikki Bella and her husband. Zero to do. If I was married, nigga, I have zero to do with my sister-in-law's personal affairs. That's not my business. Nobody does that. You gotta be the biggest dork to make that comment. John Cena, he dumped this chick. They are done. He is married. My God. How would his wife feel about that, right? How would John's wife feel about that? He drives over there to beat the shit out of his ex-girlfriend's husband. Listen, in the real world, every wife will look at her husband sideways if he were to do that. We are talking about married men, okay? John is a married man to another woman. If he were to beat up Nikki's husband, that just means that he has feelings for Nikki Bella. How would his wife feel about that? You see, that's the real world, you little kiddies. That's how the real world works. You don't do that. You move on. Whatever she's going through with her motherfucking husband, that's on them. Nigga, you don't know what happened. Okay? There's two sides to every story. You don't know who's the bad guy here. You don't know if he was defending himself. Yes, bitch. Women do beat up men. But men, they take all the flack. Cops will always believe a woman over a man any day of the week, especially if he's a black man. But that is a different topic on a different channel. But what makes you think Daniel Bryan cares about Nikki Bella like that? Like what? Bro, Brie Bella would not allow Daniel Bryan to do that. Like why? So I'm going to fuck up my life and my livelihood for my wife's sister? No, that is not how that works. Now, it'll be different if that was his real sister, but no, nigga, that is a sister-in-law. Like, nigga, nobody cares. Like, that's on them. I guarantee you this. Daniel Bryan don't care. John Cena don't care. Listen, you fucking dorks. I'm sure Daniel Bryan has his concerns, but he has his own family, his own life. He's not going to beat up another man and risk his livelihood. John is a movie star. He's married. He don't give two shits about what goes down with his ex-girlfriends. Nigga, this is beyond fake pro wrestling. John has a life. Nikki has a life. They have moved on. That's like some of the most dorkiest shit. I'm seeing all these cringe gifs on these posts about this situation. I'm saying, oh man, I can't wait for John to fuck him up. Oh man, just wait until Daniel Bryan kicks his head off. I'm like, what? Bro, like I said, that is the equivalent of talking about me. What if you were to assume that, oh yeah, just because I'm a martial artist, I'm going to just beat up random men? Like what? So just because I do martial arts, you are going to assume that I will beat up my wife's sister's husband for what he did to her? I'm like, nigga, that's not my business. That's on them, right? You can't assume shit like that. You assume that with John and Daniel Bryan? Like what? John has moved on, bro. Like, wow. Wrestling fans are so embarrassing, and you wonder why. Why is Walt Clyde such an asshole to most of his fans? Because you say dumb shit like that I don't like. That's dumb. How should I react when people send me dumb comments? Dumb, brain dead, logic comments that would flip off anybody. I have a short fuse. I saw those comments about fucking John and Daniel Bryan. I'm like, wow, man, you can't be adults. You can't. Adults don't talk like that, bruh. I'm like, just because Daniel Bryan is a wrestler, you think he just beats up random men? Like, what? You think he's gonna beat up Nikki's husband? Like, why? Where is your evidence? Has Daniel Bryan ever been backstage confrontational ever? Has John ever been in a fight? No. John has never been in a backstage fight ever in his life. Look it up. Same as Daniel Bryan. Those two guys are the nicest people on earth. And you think they are going to commit a crime and pick a fight with Nikki's husband? Like what? You fucking marks. That is the definition of a mark. You take this shit too seriously. These are characters. These are fake characters, okay? They are playing a role. John tells you that all the time in his interviews. He's playing a role. He's playing a goddamn character. Like, God, I'm saying these dumbass comments saying, man, Nikki Bella, she needs to leave her husband. I'm like, nigga, get out of her business, okay? Stop interfering in people's lives just because you think you have a connection with them just because they used to wrestle. You are not their family. You are not their friends. Stay the fuck out of their business. And who knows? She might go back to her husband. You don't know, but who cares? How is that your concern? Why the fuck do you care if she does go back to him? Because you don't know what went down in that household. You just saw TMZ and you just think the worst. Just like everybody else does. You people believe alleged allegations over facts and evidence. We don't have any facts. We don't have any evidence. I mean, was she bruised? Is there photos? Is there pictures? Was this a he said, she said type of shit? We don't know. You just went off of headlines. It's crazy. It's weird how every time Nikki Bella is in the news, you mark wrestling fans, you always connect her with John Cena. Why? I need answers. Why do you always connect her with John motherfucking Cena? She has kids now, bruh. That girl has moved on. Stop connecting her with John. He has moved on. He's married. He's a fucking star in fucking Hollywood now. Stop making everything about fake professional wrestling. Okay? I don't get it. But to make a long story short, there's two sides to every story. Yes, your ass can see that, okay, he might be the bad guy, but you don't know. Her ass might be the bad guy as well. You don't know if her ass put her hands on him. But he never said shit. You don't know, bruh. That's all I'm saying. By the way, bitch, fun fact. Rihanna, I heard that she also beat up Chris Brown. But you guys don't want to talk about that, though. You don't want to talk about the fact that, yes, Rihanna did put her hands on Chris Brown multiple times. But, you know, Chris Brown is a black man, so he is the big bad boogeyman by your logic. But I'm done.